ASMR video. We're back with some gum chewing videos today. Got something there, got some hair in my mouth. Once again, we are doing a monster. I was about to say Monster Hunter, a monster manual builder video. So I'm going to be jumping straight into doing this today, rather than, and I've often done like 2 encounters in one, like combining 2 different monsters for 1 encounter. Today I'm going to do just the one. I feel like I've done a lot of like the combination ones. Now I want to do like a shorter 2 minutes to make an encounter. Imagining like I'm at the table, they've rolled on something and I'm like, okay, let them roleplay for like 2 minutes as I just like ponder what I'm going to make here. So we're going to be using our random generator to determine a page. Okay, page 16 apparently. Let's make note of that. We'll see if we get more than one done in this video. Hopefully so, but we will take a look. We don't know how long it'll be, I guess. I won't have to flick between pages here, so that's nice. Okay, interesting. So we have animated objects. I feel like I may have done this in another one. It might have been page 17 actually. So we've got animated objects, so let's just read through that. Magic can manipulate mundane items, compelling them to perform simple tasks. Such animate objects might be unassuming tools or decorations that can defend the creator. These objects follow simple instructions from whatever force or magic created them. If left unattended, they might defend an area for ages or repeat a task until they wear out. And then we've got like a roll table to inspire what sort of magic motivates this ambulatory item apparently. And so in this one we have specifically the animated broom and the animated armour, which is intriguing. So there's a CR1 and a CR quarter, so a little bit low level. So you can imagine this won't be a particularly high level encounter. So I'm just going to make note of both of those things, armour and broom. Now we can probably re-flavour some of these. I had to just go and say goodbye to Katie's mum, who was with us for a little bit. She's heading out, so I was just waiting because the dogs usually bark, so there was no point. But yeah, we're back in. I have no idea how long this video is now, so if this is like a super short video, my bad guys, because the timing on the recording is way off. Anyway, we had left off, I believe, just looking at the monster, which is the animated objects, and we're going to come up with a 2-minute encounter here. Yeah, I think it's going to be a really short video now, but my bad. Oh, let me restart the counter here. So we're going to start with this. 3, 2, 1, and 2 minutes. Go. Okay. It's quite simple but funny. This would be more of like I can imagine it's more comedy, to be honest. Alright, we're near enough at time, and I feel like I've got a good handle on this one. So, the little encounter that I've got here is kind of a bit of like a mini quest, side quest, or an early campaign quest. The party have been hired by a tavern keep or tavern owner to come into their tavern and defeat a bunch of objects that have come to life. Now, you could add an air of mystery to this if you wanted to, but the way I've laid this out is it's kind of like out in the open to the players, whether or not it's the locals or not, who knows. So an owner has a tavern, and there are a couple of other taverns in town, or maybe another one, or whatever it might be. Maybe they just want a unique thing to draw in customers from beyond this town, from other villages or whatever. So the tavern owner paid a pretty price to have a mage come to town and cast animate objects on a bunch of the objects in the tavern, as to make the place feel haunted. However, as of late, things have been getting out of hand, and some of the objects no longer answered his command and have started to like move on their own. Maybe the mage did this intentionally, maybe it's just an accident. You can expand on that as you wish, but the encounter is the tavern owner says, "Hey, I need help." And the premise, I guess, here is you could do whatever you want to do here, but just for some added flavour and context, the tavern owner says that this building used to be a barracks for soldiers, many of which died in a war nearby, and sometimes their spirits haunt the armour that, out of respect, they keep in the place. And as such, that's the animated armour. The armour comes to life as the spirits march on to war again, and like they would be harmless. Like in life it would be just purely harmless. The armour would just march around the room and people would be like freaking out, but it's like exciting at the same time. It draws in that very kind of niche crowd. The animated brooms, well, whilst he had the mage here, he was like, "Hey, I could probably save long term on staff if I just have these brooms animated under my command." So whilst the mage was here, he paid a little bit more for the brooms to be animated so that it would just clean the tavern for him, and he didn't have to hire cleaning staff. All of this has come crashing down though, as whatever has caused this, again, maybe the mage, maybe just something, maybe there's a bigger thing at play, maybe something's going on odd with the magic locally, and that's the campaign. Maybe this fits in this way. Doesn't matter, you can fit it in however you want. But the owner now knows that this is going wrong, so he hires the adventurers to come in, low level, pay them to keep it quiet, because he doesn't want the proprietors knowing that it isn't actually haunted. So he pays for their silence as well, but also to try and deal with it. Because right now, even if the animated armour stops, he would rather that than everyone know that he was a fraud. So, with that in mind, the players come in. Maybe at first they don't. The proprietor doesn't tell them that it isn't ghosts. Maybe he tells them that it is, and that the spirits have got too much. He needs them to like break the armour and the objects that they're possessing. But he knows that it isn't. Alternatively, you could go down this route and say that even the owner doesn't know. Maybe a mage came in one day and did it as a joke. Who knows? I'm giving you a bunch of just different options here, but for the example I'm giving, the owner knows. He's hired the players to come in and deal with the situation and pays to keep them quiet. So they come in. They maybe do a little bit of a look around until at some point the things begin to go haywire. To stop them from just like coming in and dismantling the armour, I would have it that it's already like moving, so when they get up towards the tavern, which has been abandoned at this point because of everything going on, they can hear the armour marching around, so they have to get in, they have to defeat the armour and the brooms, and once they've done that, they're victorious. Just a very quick side adventure, a fun little thing, probably kind of comical, to throw in this encounter, especially if they're low leveled. If you wanted to up it, I guess you could do some like, I don't know what you could do here. Maybe Helm Dora as a different example, but yeah, that's just a little quick adventure, little encounter you can throw into the mix if your players need it. Alright, well, again, I can't tell how long the video has been, so I'm gonna end this one here. I think it's decently long, but I guess we'll see. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a like, consider subscribing, press the bell icon, all that fun stuff, and I will see you in whatever video comes next. Oh, before we do that, those of you that have made it this far, get in the comments right now and tell me what kind of encounter you would have made with the animated armour and the animated broom. Did you think of something different? I want to hear what your suggestions are. Let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one, guys.